Hey everyone, this is David from Melbourne Flight Training. Today I will be teaching you how to do a pre-flight of a twin Tecnam. Some materials that we're going to use for this pre-flight include a fuel stick, a screwdriver, a fuel sump, and a ladder. This plane comes with a small step ladder, but we prefer using this one just for higher safety margins. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to follow, of course, our pre-flight checklist. We're going to verify the maintenance status of the airplane, that all our emergency equipment as well as the airplane documents are located inside the airplane. Once we do that, the first step that we're going to follow is verify that our landing gear handle is in the down position. As we can see, it is already there. Next, we're going to verify that our ignition switches for both the left engine and the right engine are in the off position. And finally, verifying that our avionics master switch for both engines is off. Once we've done all of this, the next logical step in the checklist is to turn the master switch on. So that's what we're going to do. It is this red switch that is in the middle of the console. So we're going to turn it on and let our G950 equipment start loading up. So now in our PFD, we can verify that our landing gear, our 3 gears are in the down position and green. That is verified. Our pitch trim is on the neutral position and our rudder trim is also in the neutral position. Now that we verified that, we're going to turn in here our cross buses on. So we're going to go to the left hand cross bus and the right hand cross bus. Once we do that, we're going to turn on all our light switches and we're going to do our outside visual inspection. So all our light switches are located below the co-pilot yoke, and if we turn our yoke to the right, we're able to see all of them. So we're going to turn on the landing light, the taxi light, the navigation light, and the strobe light. Now that we have done all of this, it's time to do an outside inspection and verify that all the lights are working. So now that we've turned all our lights on, we're going to verify visually that they are working. So we're coming here. First, we're verifying that our landing and taxi lights are on. Now that we verified that, we're going to move on towards the wingtip. As we get to the wingtip, we're going to verify that our strobe lights are working as well as our red navigation light. Coming towards the back, we're going to see our white navigation light on the top of the tail. On our right wingtip, we're going to see a strobe lights and then our green navigation light. And finally, we are going to test our stall horn. So we're going to move our tap up and we should hear a beeping noise. Once we verify all of this, we can go inside and shut down both our cross bus and our main master switch on. Now that we are here, we verified all the lights. We're going to open the door of the cockpit. And we're going to come in here and shut down the switches that we did previously. After that, we can start with our exterior inspection of the aircraft. We're going to turn our strobe light off, nav light off, taxi light, landing light. After that, we're going to turn off our cross buses and finally our master switch. So now the next step in our checklist is removing the pitot tube covers. So we have 2 pitot tubes and they're in the nose of the airplane. So we're going to remove this here, move it here. Next step is we're going to check our landing gear. To do that, we're actually going to go below the gear well and verify that everything is in correct operation. The first thing that we're going to check in our system is check the integrity of the tire. We want to make sure that there is no bald spots with cords showing that there is good thread. After that, we're going to check that there's no hydraulic fluid leaking, because that could mean that our brakes would fail when we are coming in to land. How would we know that? We would see out of here, we would see some red or pink fluid leaking out of it. So as we are here, we can actually verify that the hydraulic actuator is not leaking any hydraulic fluid, that the springs are in good shape, and that overall the fairings and struts don't have any type of leak or structural compromise. After we've verified all of that, we can make sure that this gear is good for safe operation. Okay, so the next step in our checklist is to verify the propeller and spinner. First thing that we're gonna do is verify the overall integrity of the propeller and spinner. So we want to verify with our thumb that it doesn't have any type of chips or dents in the propeller. As we come to the outer part, we want to verify that again. And we do the exact same thing with the other blade. So we will use our thumb and verify that there's no type of chips or dents. As we come to our spinner, we want to verify the overall integrity of it, as well as verifying that all the screws are in place. So as we can see here, all the screws are where they should be. And as we come to the other side of the spinner, we are also going to verify all our screws. Next step in our checklist is verifying our left engine. So first of all, we want to verify that the cowling is where it needs to be, verify that all the screws are in its place. And as we come here, the first thing that we want to check is that our alternator belt has good tension. You see, it's not cracking, it has good tension, and it's not loose overall. As we've done that, now first we're gonna check that our radiator is free. It doesn't have any type of obstructions. Our air filter is good, and then our air intake is also free of any obstructions such as bird nests. Next step is we're going to verify the fuel levels in our airplane. So for that, we're going to use our ladder, to which we're going to access the fuel cap that is on top of the wing. On the engine, we're going to verify two different doors. The first one that we're going to see is the coolant, and then the one in the back, it is the oil. We've opened both of the doors, and in the first one we're going to see this coolant cap for the overflow bottle. We will usually open this door on the first flight of the day and verify that this cap is fully secured, as we can see it is right now, and that it has plenty of coolant fluid in there. After that, we're going to move on and check our oil. We're going to take this cap off, leave it on the side, and then inside here, you're going to find a stick. This stick is what's going to measure the oil level. Now that we've removed the dipstick, we're going to need to burp the engine. We need to burp it to circulate the oil from the sump to the point where we can measure the level of oil in the engine. How are we going to do this? We're going to spin the propeller in the direction that it will normally spin for around 6 to 8 times until we hear the noise of a toilet flushing. At that point, you know that the engine is completely burped, and you can use the dipstick again to verify what's the actual level of oil inside the engine. So we're going to grab the propeller from the outer part of it, and we're going to spin it like this. It's one, and then we're going to grab the other blade and really slowly do it like that. Now that we're here, we're going to be able to use our dipstick to verify how much oil there is in the plane. Okay, we put the dipstick in, and now we're going to pull it out and verify that there is enough oil. If it's sitting on the flat part, it means that there is enough oil. As you can see on top of the wing, we're going to find our fuel cap. So now we're going to pull this up, twist it, and take it out. After that, we're going to use our fuel stick. And this fuel stick is going to let us measure how much fuel there is in the tanks. Next step, we're going to drain the fuel that's in our tanks. That way we verify that it has no water or no contaminants that could affect the safety of the flight. After verifying that the fuel is free of any water or contaminants, we can go ahead and pour it back into the fuel tank. Now that we've verified all of this, we're going to move on and verify the leading edge of our airplane. verifying no cracks, no bird strikes, no wing strikes, verify the integrity of the wing as a whole. As we get to the wingtip, we're going to verify our winglet, verify its structure. Again, no bird strikes, no wing strikes, nothing that could affect the safety of flight. As we come back to the back part of the wing, we're going to verify our ailerons. When we're checking our ailerons, the first thing that we want to check is that this static wing is present in the wing. Our next step is verifying that our counterweight is present in the aileron and that it is solid there, it's not loose or about to fall. After that, we're going to verify our hinges and verify that it has the safety wire across it. And as we come around here, we're also going to verify the same on this hinge. Finally, we're going to verify that this rod has some play on it. And after that, the aileron inspection is complete. Next step, we're going to verify our flaps. So with our flaps, we want to verify that the hinges that are located in the flaps have good structure and they are not breaking. So here's number 1. This is hinge number 2. And this is hinge number 3.
When verifying the inside of the engine, you want to check that the exhaust system is good. There's no type of leaks or cracks. Verify that what's holding the engine in place has no cracks as well. And overall, checking that there's no type of oil leak or cooling leak inside the cowling.
And finally, we want to check that the model where our coolant is stored has enough coolant on it. Next, we're going to continue with the left part of our fuselage, where we're going to verify that our static port is clear and clean. Next step is verifying our landing gear emergency hydraulic compartment. So we need to make sure that it has enough pressure to put our gear down in case of an emergency. We can verify it with a needle that it needs to be at a minimum of 20 bar. As we're here, we were going to verify that all our antennas are in place. So that's number 1. Number 2. And number 3. Next step, we're going to verify our empennage. So we're going to start with our stabilator. In our stabilator, we're going to move it up and down, verify free range of motion, and as we come down here, we are going to verify that the tail is free of any type of tail strikes and that our connecting rods are connected to the inside of the aircraft. As we do that, we want to verify that our anti-servo tap is moving in the same direction of the stabilator. And finally, we will check our rudder integrity. Without moving it, we want to see that it is connected and our rudder trim is also connected like it needs to be. As we come to the right side of the airplane, we're going to replicate exactly what we did on the left side, which means checking the tail, the right side of the fuselage, the landing gear, the engine, the propeller, verifying fluid levels, and flight control surfaces. And this is where our Tecnam pre-flight comes to an end. Thank you for watching.